Oof. Hey everyone. Okay, so we are now in the month of March. So today is like March 4th, I think. Let me see. Hold on. Yep. Yep. March 4th. Yeah. March 4th. And I was like really pondering the question of if I were to give myself any advice, right? The me 10 years ago, what advice would that be? And my answer to myself was, man, if I could go back and I could tell her, I could tell myself some like really helpful tips. Definitely, really focusing on root chakra work, because in my journey, I can tell you personally that that has been such an important uh, revelation for me in my own life. If you ever feel like the situation or like your life doesn't reflect stability, it always like reflects instability. um just not knowing like which way to go next, where like the money is going to be coming from. um if you're worried about your finances, if you're worried about like your living situation. Yeah, I just honestly, I just feel like for me it just had to like be like it just had to deal with um like I really wish I was able to just like spend more time in the past with just doing like more ground root chakra work, because I always like felt like, oh, okay, like I have to like focus like on like the upper chakras, like, oh, third eye or crown chakra, or the heart chakra or the solar plexus, or everything else besides like the root chakra work. And that, I can tell you that that's like, I feel like when you have like a stable foundation, like you're just like really able to take care of things much more effectively. You have much more, I don't know, like your eyesight is much more stable because like you're stable, you're much more rooted. So it's like certain things that you couldn't see before, now you're able to come up with like more solutions, or you're able to just work on one thing, and then like now you're going to be able to work on the next thing. When you're talking about like when you're building a better foundation for yourself. But I would definitely tell myself that focus more on that, and starting with like what you watch on YouTube, because there are like certain things, I'm not gonna lie, that I felt was just, you ever like watched Naruto, and like you just like wondered, and I really couldn't finish that series because honestly like there were like so many episodes, like so many filler episodes. And that's why I appreciate animes that have like a short season. Either it could be like 1 to 3 seasons. I am I'm happy about that, just because like it's just to the point. But for Naruto, my gosh, it's just like dragged on, and I was just like, after like episode 100, I was just like, I forget it. But yeah, it's kind of like that. There are like a lot of things that I could have focused on, but it was like I was filling it with like, there were like other things that I was paying attention to that kind of acted like a filler episode. And I hated that because it was like, oh man, I feel like maybe like I could have gotten like so much more ahead of my journey if like I just like spent more time with it, and if I just gotten rid of like watching certain or just doing certain things, watching certain things. Um, Maybe gotten like more into reading certain type of books, more um, diet as well. So yeah, I just like really felt like for me, if I could just do it all over again, that's what I would just definitely do. And I feel like the one thing that's gonna like really help keep you rooted is doing things that you do enjoy, that helps you stay connected to that earth element. Um, so taking walks in parks, listening to like uplifting music, cleansing, praying, that sort of thing. I feel like that's like really imperative, like for your health, for your mental health, because like that really feeds your spirit, you know. The other stuff too, like if you want to watch movies, or because for me, I used to just like get lost in like the animes or like the movies. I used to just get lost because if you were to like tell me, okay, like um come up like with a practice, with a routine that's really gonna help you set your day or whatever. It was like, yo, because I was really thinking about it. Like I was really thinking about like how far I came from where I was before to like how I am like right now in my own personal journey. And I'm like, yo, certain things, oh, it was a struggle. Like it was really a struggle. Like I remember when it came to like journaling too, that was like something that I really couldn't even like take the time to do because I was just like, I got journal, bye. But it was like so easy. It's like it was so much easier for me to just like spend my time drowning myself in fiction because it was right there. It appealed to like my air element mind because I'm a Gemini, guys. Um, so it just appealed to me because it just it fed me in keeping me rooted in like in fantasy. And when it came to like me, doing some things to like really create, positive change into my life, it was like, ah man, there are so many things, yo. So that's why I feel like, and I was thinking about that too because I was like really pondering like my like my parents and how they raised me, and I was just like wishing that certain things that I had to like learn on my own, I really wish that my parents were the ones to, really help me out with that. But, I understand that like they had issues of, they had like issues that they were facing in their own reality, and they could only do like the best that they can. But if it were up to me, I'm really happy that I'm able to get past like certain a certain mindset or certain level because I can be able to teach, pass it on to my own children too. Um, Especially when it comes to like meditation and journaling and all that other stuff, you know. And so when you're thinking about, well, dang, like I got a lot of catching up to do. My kids, they won't really have to do something like that because it's like I spend a lot of time catching up myself, so I can be able to teach them those tools. That's why it's like so imperative, for parents to really focus on, you know, who to get into a relationship with, and if they're doing like their own work too. If they're like, are they taking care of not just like their physical health, but their mental health, their spiritual health, all that good stuff. That I feel like is like the building block of having like a powerhouse, when it comes to having a stable home, a stable foundation. 'Cause I feel like when you have that stability, dang, you are unstoppable. So that's what I wish, um, that I were to like tell myself 10 years ago. Focus a lot more on grounding yourself, and the easiest way for me to do that is to get rid of the distractions. And if if I know myself, I know I'll be like, what are you talking about? I'm not distracted. But I'll just tell myself that the only reason like why you having like you're having a hard time deciding certain things is because you're just like not rooted you're not grounded. Um, and spend time with air. Get that clarity in. Spend time with praying. Spend time, um, writing like letters to yourself. Spend time, hearing affirmations. Spend time with that. It's going to be easier for you. And another thing too was consistency, right? So I know for me, consistency was a little bit of an issue, I would say. But because like you're not grounded, and because it's like, you have good intentions, but it's like if you're not really like properly grounded, if the intention is like a little bit, it's not solid, and then like your will, it's, I feel like everything like needs to be aligned just so you can be able to put um, enough energy into it to remain consistent. And consistent can definitely just be, if it's not every day, then like every other day, right? At a specific time. You create your own schedule, but as long as like you're still staying connected to that, to yourself, that's really all that matters. Um, yeah, I would definitely just like tell my kids that, like, just focusing on that, because I see like the importance of that. I see the importance of that. What would you guys tell yourself, if you had the opportunity, right, to go back or to talk to yourself 10 years ago, right? What would you tell yourself? Another thing too that I would tell myself is that, um, have more compassion for yourself, have more love for yourself. And trust that everything does work out for you in your best interest. Rejection is your redirection. What else would I tell what else would I tell myself? That's what I tell myself. Maybe like you're more powerful than you know. And if you need like some help with that too, I would say the more you have like the more connection that you have with yourself, you'll be able to like see certain things, right? And things that happen to you in your reality always like show you a reflection of what you need to work on, right? Or it shows you a reflection of what you overcame. So certain things, like if it pops up into your reality, you you'll notice a difference in like how you respond to situations. It's not going to be something where like you have like a lot of fire going on, but you'll have like a lot more level-headedness to it, right? A much more awareness, much more clarity on like knowing how to best handle the situation at hand. And that's it. That's how you know like you leveled up. But I feel like that's it for like so far. I kind of want to know what you guys think. Like, what would you guys tell yourselves, right? And depending on like how you guys like grew up, right? What's one thing that you wish your parents would have like taught you that you had to like figure out, you know, uh, later on in life the hard way? Okay, that's it, guys. See you.